There's a lot of work to be done there.
Play New River!
Count us out at your peril. And the FA Cup literally allows you to dream in a limitless way.
Hashtag about to get started their first ever FA Cup campaign. Reese into Toby here. Toby looking to turn his man. He's looking for George Smythe. Oh, it's a great save from the keeper contact. Right, trying to win that battle. Clipped in here, chance. Jamie Jackson needs to get off his line. And just like that, Parkview have scored. There's noise in the crowd. Hashtag even more work to do. Toby lets him run across his body.
Well played, Tobes.
Trying to beat his man, which he's done. Beats the second man. It's got to be a penalty. Yeah, it's a penalty for Hashtag. George Smythe for Hashtag. Silence the demons of the Vase. He's gone! Come on! Come on! Smadger. 1-1. We're back in.
Where's that gone out?
Still Albie on the ball. Still Albie on the ball. Can you get a shot off here? Albie keep it. Sits. No silly fouls. Edge of the box chance here. They've hit it first time. Jacko makes an important save. So Lee Hurst has gone in the middle and Josh has gone out on the right.
I want Josh to play left and right wing here. Just wherever we've got the ball, just go there, Josh. Just run into space.
Here we go. Smudger always hits it quick. It might come to Josh, right. Asude, what you got? Josh Asude looking to beat his man. Puts it across! Yeah! Joshua Asude off the bench! Runs over to the crowd. It's his assist. It's Toby Aroma Laren's goal. And it's 2-1. Hashtag Demi.
Left shoulder! Left shoulder from one, yes!
There it is! There it is! 2-1 win to Hashtag. This has been the site of some big Hashtag wins, whether it was Palmer's, NWA, the Comedians. We've taken down Parkview in our first ever FA Cup game.
Oh, come on, Sonny. Come on. Good boy. We'll take a win. Well done.
Exciting day because not only have we launched our new home kit, we are selling it for the first time in person. Ta-da!
You got me for 4 minutes.
4-minute loo, that's all I need you for. You did it to yourself, Lou. Obviously, we've just released our new kit for this season, but we are going into our last year of our kit deal with Adidas, so let's hope they sell well.
Hashtag United's league season campaign is underway.
Owen Hashtag! Owen Hashtag! Go Martin! Go Martin! Owen Hashtag! Go Martin! Owen Hashtag! Go Martin! Yes!
Toby up against the right back, trying to get a shot off! Oh! There it is! There it is, the celebration! Bang!
That's really good. That's really pleasing. Good start. Well done, boys. Really pleased with that. Clean sheet. Really pleased with the clean sheet. Well done.
Hello and welcome to the EPREMIER League Finals 2020.
My first involvement with FIFA esports came about 5 years ago, and it was around the sort of time that we started thinking about creating a football team, and I decided, you know, I wanted us to be a football team and an esports team. I knew FIFA esports was an industry that was going to grow. I did more and more commentary. I could see the interest that was in it. I did a series called the Spencer FC Game Academy, and that was to find a gamer, to find someone that was really good at FIFA. And we found a player, guy you may know, called Harry Hesketh, formerly known as #Harry. He won a contract with #United at a time where there were no professional FIFA players really. And then within a year of us signing Harry, we actually saw the FIFA esports scene blow up. You know, we saw something called FUT Champions come in, worldwide events all over the world. Harry was at many of them. I was travelling to most of them as a presenter as well. We regularly mix it with people way beyond our, you know, our funds, our resources. Man City, PSG, a lot of established football teams have come into FIFA esports now. We are right up there. And it's something that actually our footballers should aspire to be honest, to be on the same level as our esports guys.
I've been playing FIFA since like FIFA 04, so when I was 6, but I would never say to anyone, I mean, I would be lying if I said I knew I was going to become a professional FIFA player.
Well, obviously we're very, very buzzing to have Christian Benteke up front for us once again. Obviously in FIFA he's only silver rated, he's 72 rated or something like that, but when he's on the pitch for us he's an ideal.
I can't even keep a straight face myself.
From FIFA 04 to FIFA 15, I just played casually.
During FIFA 13, I think it was then the first time I ever started playing FIFA.
And then I found out about the FIFA 17 EA events, where EA invested into esports for the first time.
During FIFA 17, I started to realise that I was actually all right at the game. I was starting to becoming okay.
I qualified for the first event, went to Paris.
And I qualified for my first major event.
Mum didn't have a clue what was going on. Sort of had to explain to her, Mum, gonna have to take Friday off school, but I'm going Paris to play a FIFA tournament.
I'm getting to travel to this place for free and they're putting me up in a hotel, and that's just, you know, it's all absolute gibberish to your parents. It sounds crazy.
So we started with 40 players, 2 from each Premier League club, and now we are down to just 8 from 7 clubs.
In the actual live final event, obviously due to coronavirus, we had to play at home. We didn't get to go to the venue, unfortunately.
We're back into our other game now, our other semi-final, as we're going to see Mark Marley going through once again, and this looks like the end of the road for Watford and #Shorey.
Playing for Watford meant a huge, huge deal to me. My granddad was born in Watford, was a Watford fan, and unfortunately he passed away and didn't get to see, you know, sort of the Watford experience. I think I was in the game to win £5,000, which unfortunately I lost and crashed out in the semi-finals, but it meant a lot to put on that Watford top for my granddad. That was absolutely huge for me.
Welcome back to the Premier League Finals 2020. We're just moments away from seeing out of these 2 players, #Tom and Mark Marley, Watford and Bournemouth, who is going to be crowned the champion.
Yeah, most people watching are probably a bit surprised, right? Watford player in the final, considering what happened in football, but yeah, hopefully we can get the win.
Tom now. Pogba turns back inside. That's a beautiful ball back inside. Quick pass in now from Tom round the corner into Bobby Firmino. Turns onto that left foot. Fake shot from Tom! That might be it here. All year, everybody has been saying that Tom deserves the trophy.
Yes! Come on! Yes! Yes! Let's go. Come on! Yes! 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 Get in there! Let's go!
To win it, especially with Spen and Shorey behind me, was mind-blowing. It's unbelievable feeling.
Although I was very disappointed to go out in the semis myself, to have my teammate, literally what feels like a brother to me, win the EPREMIER League, and I knew how much it meant to Tom. There's a lot of times been finishing top 4, top 2, top 8, and you do start to think like, maybe I just haven't got it in me.
We can't play in the EPREMIER League just yet because #United aren't quite in the Premier League just yet, but what we can do is loan players to teams that are, and he represented Watford in this one, and yeah, I'm just so proud of him.
Yes, I actually won a tournament. Yes. Yes.
That's big, boys. That's very big.
Yes.
I thought it was going to take us about a decade to win the Prem. Done it in what, 2 years, 3 years?
That's what we do.
Are you sure? You get me on a Tuesday, a Thursday and a Saturday. Don't be nosing me up at work as well. Go.
Jamie Jackson, hashtag Jacko. We used to call him the scariest man in football, but I think we've dropped that now.
They seem to have this perception that I'm going to be big, scary and moody, and I'm really just moody.
What a man. I mean, he's been one of the originals. He's been at the club for pretty much as long as I have, to be honest.
My boy was over the moon that I was doing this hashtag United thing, and in the early days, very, very different to what it is now. I've said to Spen a few times, looking back, I wish I'd have cherished it a bit more for that early days.
You know, he had actually retired from football before he even played for hashtag. He's 42 years old now.
I've been about, I've done some miles, I've kind of paid my dues. Played for some great clubs, I've had some really good times over the years. We had a good FA Cup run when I was at Burnham, my local team. We made the FA Cup first round in 2005. So by the time that hashtag actually came round, I felt like I'd earned that little bit of glory, really. The days out at Wembley and the trips to all the Premier League grounds. I felt like I'd paid my dues, I'd put in the miles, I'd put in the hours on the training ground.
I mean, to see him come back from the injury that he got in pre-season last year and continue playing for us is one of my highlights, to be honest, in hashtag's history.
It's having a great time. First break I've ever had. I was initially told 3 to 6 months, but when I met the specialist afterwards, they said to me to expect 6 to 9 unfortunately because of my age.
The level of commitment that takes, I mean, there's so much I could tell you about Jacko. He lives 2 and a bit hours away from where we play. You know, we're training multiple times a week, playing multiple times a week. The commitment alone of someone with a full-time job to play that is tough, let alone for a man in his 40s with a family.
It's been a tough time, but it was great coming back. Thankfully, Devs chose me to start. I know he had a tough choice.
And there was a moment in the last episode of this documentary that really left a mark on me, which is the moment when we had the guys lining up for the first FA Cup game. I felt that you could see what it meant to Jacko in his face. He knows what it means to represent our club and our fans, so I hope he can stick around and keep putting in performances as long as possible.
So I love where we are now as a semi-pro football team and how we've kind of grown and matured, but at the end of the day, our roots will always be with YouTube.
What I love to see is, like, there's so many young people here. Like, you never see this in non-league, not even in the early rounds of the FA Cup. This is what the future of non-league needs.
In the middle of a pandemic, I haven't left London in, about 6 months, but I had to come out to Essex for this because, like, I just go back to my first memories of hashtag, and it was like I think it was just a kick around to a couple of, it was a 5-a-side or a 7-a-side, and now you look at what hashtag has become. This is the biggest, arguably the most famous football tournament in the world besides the World Cup.
No, I just think it's a brilliant journey what hashtag have been doing. I think to the fact they're in the second round, preliminary round of the FA Cup, you know, all right, there's 4 more rounds, but who's going to stop them? Who says they're going to stop? Because I can just see the backing of the fans, 300 fans sold out.
FA Cup second, what is it, preliminary round, something like that, which is pretty big. Like, to come from YouTube to be there, like, is mad. However, I've got a lot of belief in the boys, and if they don't make at least the quarters, it'll be a disappointing season. You've got to start really asking questions about Spencer. So quarters, or I reckon he should probably sell up. Yeah.
Josh Asude running for the middle here. What can he do? Still Asude. Still Asude. It's got to be a penalty! It's got to be a penalty! Josh Asude wins the penalty. George Smith for the tags in the FA Cup. Score! Come on! The tags are 1-0 up, boys.
Oh, it's a massive kick.
It's got to go, it's got to go, it's got to go, it's got to go. Out of nowhere, Felix Stowe have equalised. And there is the whistle. We are going to penalties. Come on, Jacko. 42 years of experience. It's a tie! It's a tie! Come on, Lee. Person. Come on. Oh, saved. It's the keepers. It's the keepers. Robinson. Oh, Jacko goes the right way, but it goes in. So now Jacko, who saved two.
So cruel now.
He saved 2 penalties already, Jacko, but now he has to score one. Can we reload?
Oh my God!
Felix though, the penalty. Oh, it looked like it might have gone through Jacko's gloves, that. What a penalty! Number 12, Barley, who scored the goal that equalised it for Felix though. And he scores again. Let's go, Lee. Ursa. Good penalty!
Much better, Lee. Composure.
Scores again. Come on, Reece. Oh my God! Best penalty of the day. Come on, Jacko, it's time.
One more save, Jacko. Do it for us.
Jacko. It's a great save! And guess what? The man to take the penalty that could put us through for the second time today, because we missed one when we had this before, is going to be George Smythe. George, smudge out. Smythe! Yes! Come on! FA Cup after 14 penalties. I don't even know how many. You love to see it, boys.
Fortune favours the brave, the saying, and you were ever so brave within that.
That would probably be the biggest roller coaster of emotion I've ever been through.
Basically, we just got some very bad news on WhatsApp. It's literally just come through. This isn't public knowledge, so don't talk about anyone outside this room. But the women's captain, Alex, has been told she can't play football again.
Why?
She's got a heart condition. So she found out last night.
Seriously?
Yeah, she found out last night she's been diagnosed with a heart medical condition. She can't play any competitive sport ever again.
Wait, what am I doing? My name?
Just
and my role?
Club captain.
Okay. I know. Wait, I don't think I can do this swing anymore. Okay. Alex Bayliss, club captain. I got into football when I was really young. I remember going to watch West Ham games with my dad and really loving it. And then when I was about 6, begging my mum to let me go and play with the boys after school. I remember my mum picking me up from school multiple times a week to drive me into London to go to training with a bit of pasta with a bit of ketchup on it. And football really became what our family life really revolved around. There were no Sunday roasts because everything was around football at the weekend. I then got into the local boys team and was scouted for Leyton Orient Academy, and 3 years ago joined what was then called AFC Basildon. I'd say one of my best memories at this club so far, I know it's changed faces a few times, but has got to be playing in the Development League. And we got to the end of the season and I think we were on level points with Portsmouth. They were the team to beat. And we went there and I think we scored 5 goals past them. And it was just such a good day, and we were celebrating with our bottles of bubbly. And I just remember it being absolutely hilarious, and it was just one of the best days ever. And that's really what football's all about. About 2 years ago, my cousin, Jack, he was only 21 and he died in his sleep. And they found out that he had a condition called cardiomyopathy, which is basically a disease of the heart muscle. And then I also got the diagnosis of cardiomyopathy because it can be genetic. So I'd been looking forward to all of this #merger. I've been visualising that first game when we walk out on the pitch and I was leading the team out as captain in my new kit. And then I was at work and I just got a phone call saying that I had this diagnosis. And I just remember saying, so that's it, no more football? And the answer was yes. So obviously that was really disappointing and sort of heartbreaking, ironically. But in the next few days, I was sort of advised that Hashtag were going to keep me involved and people were going to keep being supportive about it. And now I've been doing some of the social media stuff. I've even done my own vlog and started my own YouTube channel. Who am I? This is something that I'm still dealing with and is really tough, not being able to play and not being able to have that release. But through this opportunity at Hashtag, it's sort of come at the worst time and at the best time, because it's opened so many windows of opportunity for me. And now here I am in my kit, doing this.
What a game. What a game to start with.
Hashtag United, first ever women's team.
What a way to start, Ipswich away in the league.
We went unbeaten from October all the way through to then, and we didn't have the opportunity to play these and to show them how much we've grown as a side. Today's that.
Really, this is going to be a tough league, but last season we finished third before it was null and void. So we are one of the league favourites to win, and we really are looking to get back up into Tier 3.
Now I know Ipswich are going to be probably the best team in this league this year. I've got a lot of intel on them. The fact from my perspective that we now have a team in a league with a team like Ipswich, Norwich, Leyton Orient, proper household names in football. And we are, if not one already, going to become one. If we get a result, great, but really, it's just a win that we're getting to play the game.
Molly! You get popped! Evie, you're too far away!
If we have a good 45 minutes in the second half, we could come away with a win here, which would definitely send a great message to the rest of the league.
There was one moment of brilliance that separated that game. They knew that that was a big victory in their season. And it's right, but it's not the defining moment.
They ain't won the league on this game. There's a long way to go.
The press food, isn't it? After a game. You feel like you're
the only reason
we're here is
for the post-match food, really. That's
split up with the missus, and now you're just going to get rid of your sorrows.
At home to Soham Town Rangers. So we're at home.
Home again. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so it's league above. It could have been worse. It could have been 2 leagues above.
Yeah.
We've been really fortunate that throughout our journey, we've had some unbelievable worldwide coverage.
The next game now is against the team at the level above us. So that will be a challenge, but we're looking forward to it.
My boy texted me to say, wrong BBC, wrong BBC. I was like, brilliant, I've got a double tier.
Oh, and Jamie Jackson is down. Jacko is flat on his back, and this is not what you want to see.
He doesn't stay down unless there's an issue, right?
Injuries. I'm sick of them. So where's he for? He's a reserve backup keeper. Someone.
Timo's off.
I think Tim, that's a real concern.
Yeah, he's not happy, look.
Kitman's gone off, reserve keeper's on. This is tense.
Myself out, Timmy out.
How many keepers are we supposed to have?
Yeah, it's a worry.
Yeah, the goalkeepers are just dropping like flies.
What you don't expect is to lose 2 goalkeepers to like nothing.
We're going through goalkeepers like there is no tomorrows.
We're playing with a goalkeeper that can't move because he pulls up.
So I don't know what we're going to do for this game.
I've still got to sort out my goalkeeper situation. We've used 4 goalkeepers in our last 3 games. I'm back into begging and borrowing.
One of the things I am not is a graphic designer or a program maker, but I'm doing my best. I've got Jacko. I thought a little tribute to the last round. We've got Jacko, Devs, Oppo, a bit on the women. We also have our security plan. BBC over there. BBC car park. It's all going on.
What am I seeing? I'm gonna do the one. I'm doing the one. I'm doing the one. Doing it. Oh my god!
I'm Maud on Lou's stream. I'm been gifted a sub. I'm so excited. Don't know what's going on.
Don't interrupt him. He's against the deadline. Do not interrupt him. So Stumpy's finished off the video. I'm going to get to the game. Lou's on Twitch.
Oh my god!
The subscriptions are coming like mad. Love that chat, absolute spammage. Love it. We started off with 700 subscribers and we're now on 1,445 and I've done a 3-hour stream.
So we're taking on a new project on Twitch this year. I've set Lewis the challenge. I've kind of moved him into a new role in the company to try and get us 2,000 subscribers on Twitch. The reason for this is pretty simple. It costs money to pay Lewis, to pay our other players that appear, like our esports players that appear on the Twitch streams, and to create the content that goes on there. If we can make that pay for itself, we can do better things. It's a whole new platform for us. But if anyone can do it, Lewis can.
We had 800 people in there and went from 700 subscribers to like 1,500. And now I've done that. I was dancing for about a good 3 hours and now I've got to basically go work properly. Lost my voice a little bit, but it's all worth it, right? Let's go.
Dev's has gone in the market. He's got himself someone to come in just for today. He's a very experienced keeper, goes by the name of Ashley Jones.
Welcome to Ashley, making welcome. Really appreciate you coming in, mate. It's doing us a huge favour given the crisis we found ourselves in.
Coming in for one game, never even met some of the boys before, let alone trained with them. It's a big ask. Let's hope, you know, Jacko was a big hero for us last round, so let's hope it goes that way again.
Us, it's a free hit. That's there or sit it. There is nothing to lose. Again, you're playing a team from a league above, but you've really got to go with an intent to do it and not worry about what might happen. Go and make things happen.
Referee Jamie Pope getting us underway in the first qualifying round of the FA Cup, 9th tier against 8th. We are 11 wins away from Wembley.
I've never got a prediction wrong in my life in football. I've always been right. Sorry, I'm not right. Do you want to take over? No, go on, no. You've interrupted me now, go on. No, you, go.
Right, my prediction was 3-1. Smythe brace. Go on, here, what's your prediction?
3-1.
Albie looking to roll his man. I think he's got him on toast, Seb. I think he's absolutely got him on toast tonight. Albie Keith puts it into the box. Look at the smudger.
Oh, well played.
Gets a toe to it.
I think Hashtag on top. I think the last leg was actually a bit tougher for Hashtag. I think this team is struggling to get a hold of the game. So far, I think so good, man.
There's another big kick from Pope as well, and this could go all the way through. The difference is now the ball's moving. They're already in there. Oh, and it's a free kick for Soham in a very dangerous area. Can Hashtag withstand the pressure?
Fuck off. That wasn't even a foul.
We've got a bit of work to do here, Hashtag. We're one down. He's going to find a man in the box here. It's a massive chance for Soham. It's a big save, and it's cleared. And that is what Ashley Jones can do, as we're learning. Smudger on the ball here. Send Asude. Give him something to chase. This is what he does. Josh Asude. Could he level up? Does he hit the shot? Oh, he might have missed a chance to shoot. Is it on his left foot? Oh!
Tell you what. Everyone's a bit gutted, but there's still ages to go. So, and with Rouge here, you can't really go wrong.
Got a gate.
We're having a nice.
Yeah.
We're going to have a nice.
You've got to stick at it. Stick at it. Keep working hard. Your chances will come.
There's the ball from Toby. Headed away at the near post. Put back into the mix. Overhead kick! Oh my God! Josh Asude! Go on, Reece Stewart is forward here from left wing back. Defender's done very well to slow things down here, you have to say. It's found Toby though. Toby O'Mallaren back to Reece Stewart.
Composure.
Pushing back. Jesse Wallace thinking about a shot here. Oh my God! Jesse! What a R.I.P. headphone users, we will remember you.
Hashtag, come on!
I can't remember the last time I celebrated that hard. Oh man, every game it's something. Right, this club's gonna give me a heart attack.
Don't drop!
Referee's blown the whistle, and we have got penalties for the second FA Cup game in a row.
I don't think my heart can take another penalty shootout.
I can't even talk.
I cannot take another penalty shootout.
I'm not in goal, and even I'm nervous. I'm pretty good at pens. I've asked if I can get changed, but Spencer's given me the... Imagine, just got to believe. No Jacko in goal as well. A goalkeeper no one's seen before, he's going in goal. Can he be the hero? Let's see. Oh.
Come on. George Smith, I love you. Come on. Russell, he's going to save one. Our keeper's going to save one. This is it, mate. Ashley Jones. Come on, miss it. A good egg.
Oh, hashtag United!
Jesse Wallace to put hashtag through to the next round.
They are through to the second qualifying round.
Come on! Get in there!
What a day in hashtag history. It can only get better from here. Come on!
Big cojones, fam. Massive cojones. To chip the ball. Joe.
Not how in Basildon!
That comes up, 5 minutes left, we're out. Jesse Wallace says no, thank you. Pulls out the goal, and then the Penalty penalty. What a man, what a man.
Well, that was enjoyable. What have you done?
Well, I've tweeted something with a... There might be one rude word in it. There's one rude word in the tweet.
We are currently trending on Twitter. I'll just tell you, we are. The FA Cup is second, third is up the tags, and fourth is hashtag United. Fifth is Seb on golf, believe it or not.
Up the tags, come on, yeah!
Rotorshaw getting involved in the tweets as well. Love that from Rotorshaw. Adidas done a nice tweet as well.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! We've done it! We've done it! We've done it! Oh my God! Guys! What a team! We've done it! Come on!
I'll tell you what a season this is turning out to be. We've got this FA Cup drama, crazy injury crisis, all these disruptions. But I might have just made a little disruption of my own.
What a first home game.
All have had to isolate, and it is penalties again.